Well, Coach, another road trip and another, you took a game off a team, ranked team, so there's those steps again. You're right there.
Yeah, on Friday night we just something was off. We didn't play bad, but we didn't play with the intensity that normally we do. We were just really quiet, and this is a group that they're very energetic and obnoxious at times, but something just wasn't right. But we didn't play bad. So we really wanted to come out Saturday, and we started out and all those games. Like again, with the game of volleyball, scores don't always necessarily tell you the story of the game. There were so many great rallies, and the difference between them and us was they were just smarter. They were able to find open spots, and our girls would just continuously power it, hoping that they would make mistakes instead of just putting it in an open spot. But was really proud of them. I mean, I don't think, in my years here that we've ever taken a game from Winona, and being on the road and taking a game from a team that's ranked as high as they are was really nice. And we were down the whole game. They'd get up on us by 5, and then we'd call a timeout, and we'd come back, and then they'd call a timeout, and then they'd go up, and then we'd come back. And then I think I called a timeout. Oh, I think it was like 17 points, and then we made a run, and then they had to call a timeout, and all of a sudden we came out of that timeout and took the lead and never looked back, and we were serving the ball really well. And then, like I said, it was just really fun rallies, and to play a team like that and really not get a lot of production out of certain positions for us to hang in that game was pretty nice.
Coming up against Mary this week, how can you guys have a similar performance this time around, just given you might not be quite as healthy as last time, and obviously they don't want to let that happen again?
We got to stay focused, and today again we talk about it a lot with the girls that our serve receive is definitely our key, because our serve receive can stop any run from them. But we really need to be able to run our offense, not be predictable. And the girls started doing that really well. You could tell that Winona had a game plan, especially for our middles. So what our middles were doing is, instead of running all the way out to the slide, they would stop and go right for a B, and the outside would already be gone. So girls have to be, again, a little bit more creative, not do the same thing, because they're not going to want to have happen on their home court that happened here. So I know I don't have to do any motivation for the girls this week. I think there's 2 teams coming in, with us going to Mary and Moorhead coming in, that the girls know that these are teams that we fare very well against.
If any players kind of stood out or surprised you this late in the season?
All of them. I mean, Mess having to come in, Caitlin Messner, Minot High, we didn't look for her this year to really have to step in and play that role. We wanted to have a little bit more time to adapt and get her to adapt to the game. But she did really well the last few games. Quinn Billany, who we had transfer in at semester, has done really well defensively. But really, I mean, honestly, all the girls just keep working and keep getting better. And like I said, we're still in games from teams that we haven't done in the past. And, the record doesn't always show where your team's moving. Like we told the girls in the locker room, we're a good team, but we don't have very many good teams in our conference. We have a lot of great teams. And for us to get to that great level, we have to get a lot higher volleyball IQ. But I'm really proud of all the way, from the bench and how they've stepped up. But we still are looking for production out of the right side position, and getting Amari back healthy. Mess still has to step up and possibly play that other right side. And if we move Amari to the right side, then she has to do that outside. So we're trying to just figure out where we're going to get that production from this week.
And let's see. We talked about Mary from the last matchup. Can you give us just the scouting report on Moorhead and why you guys feel like you can fare well against them?
Moorhead is one of those teams where they're really good hitters, but we have to be able to hit at them and make them play defense, get them out of system. So our goal again going in is making sure that we can control serve receive, but we have to make their team play defense more than we play defense. We've got to make sure that we could take away their line and force them into our defense. But if we can communicate, know where their hitters are coming from, we feel that we are very evenly matched with them. And they're they're just sometimes a little smarter than we are. So if we can go in there and play really smart and play a complete game, then I think it will be very interesting to see what happens.